basketball has no eternal value, but when God is in control of it, all of a sudden it has eternal value. I tried out for the 7th grade basketball team. I somehow made the team, and I played 30 seconds in one game the whole season. When I was turning my uniform in, my coach said, "You know, Jeff, you're a good boy. Maybe you should try wrestling next year." And so I went home, and I told my dad that I needed a basketball goal because I wanted to learn how to play basketball. During that summer, I probably shot 4 to 5 hours a day by myself in the backyard. At the end of the summer, I told my dad I was going to go out and make 100 free throws. And it took me a couple of hours to make 100 free throws. And now it takes me about 2.5 minutes. I moved to Florida as a youth pastor. I had about 30 kids in my youth group. So I wanted to do something to get them excited and to make them want to bring their friends to church. So I was going through a Guinness book and found the record for the most free throws made in 24 hours, which was 12,874. When I shared the idea of breaking the world record with my teens on a Wednesday night, when I prayed that night, I promised God I'd make 15,000. During the 20th hour, I broke the record, the Guinness Book record. And I took a 5-minute break. I was laying on a bench, and my whole body just hurt. And so they called my pastor in, and he says, what's going on? I said, my body hurts. I cannot go on. I broke the world record. That's good enough. I said, I have to quit. He says, then quit. People break promises to God every day. And he turned around and left. I said, oh yeah, I have 4 more hours. So I said, let's go. So I shot 4 more hours, made 15,138. School started calling for me to do school assemblies and speak to their classes, and worked up a talk. It was called the Goalmaker Project. And I talked on setting goals, the importance of loving each other, getting along. This is something God planned long before I started shooting. God knew that if I followed his plan, I would get to speak to over 500,000 kids in a span of 34 years. Now I know why I hold all these world records. God honors the promises that we keep to him. Had I quit that first time, I wouldn't have any other world record. But because I kept the promise to God, he's honored me with 19 more that physically were hard, but God made it easy. Because when you do things together with God, he makes it happen. And now I'm going to do 1 million. I'm making 1,000 to 1,500 every day until I finish. And I just kind of go into my own little world with God for a couple hours. And it's my quiet time. And it's always been that way. When the day's been frustrating, when I felt like the whole world is caving in on me, I go shoot free throws. And it's like things are better. I can pray while I'm shooting. I can talk to God while I'm shooting. I can listen to God while I'm shooting. God and I do it together. And I will shoot until I cannot shoot anymore.